Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Jai Sri Ram. Hello everyone, my name is GYANENDRA Kumar. I am biology educator in India. In this video, we will discuss population ecology in detail. So students, whenever we talk about population in the views of ecology, what is population? Population, is a group of individual. Like in an area, suppose some individuals are living, and these all individuals, they belong to same species. They are interacting with each other. Okay, they are sharing food. They are sharing mating partner. Then we will call this group of organism. Okay, fine. They are one population. Whenever we do scientific study of population, we will call it demography. So what is demography? Demography is scientific study of human population. Fine. Now, population ecology, it is the study of all aspect of population. Okay, either you are talking in growth in the population, you are talking change in the population density, you are talking into the size of individual organism, you are talking about their multiplication, you are talking about their birth, you are talking about their death, you are talking about their competition. This everything will come under population ecology. Fine. Now, what is population density? Students, population density, in a given area, whatever number of individuals are living, in a unit area, whatever number of individuals are living, that will be called population density. Like I am saying that Delhi population density per square kilometer is suppose 30,000. 30,000 people are living in 1 square kilometer in Delhi. So this 30,000 per square kilometer is population density of Delhi. Fine. Okay. Another thing. What is natality? Natality, is number of birth per unit per capita. I mean, natality is number of birth per capita. Whenever I'm talking about per capita means, uh, we can take any value, like we can take per 100 individuals, or we can take per 1000 individuals, or we can take per 10,000 individuals. So whatever value you want to take, you can take. Fine or not? So what is formula of the birth rate per capita, birth rate natality? It is the total number of birth minus initial population. Like as for example, in a population, suppose in a population, one population is living into the Kerala in Kasargod district. So in Kasargod district, suppose in Kerala, one small population of the individuals are living, right? Suppose total 100 people living in one village. After 1 year, it was observed that the population of the village became 110. The village got total 10 new members, right? So what is birth rate here, or what is natality here? So total number of birth is 10, and the initial population of Kasargod, that particular village, was 100. So population, our natality is 0.1. 0.1 per individual. Okay, if on 100 we will talk, then it is 10, and if we'll talk about the 10,000, then it is 100. If it 1,000, then it is 100. If we're talking about 10,000, then it will become 1,000. Fine. So this is what our natality. Next one is mortality. Mortality means the total number of death in a population with respect to total individual in the population. If you have a particular population in a given area, in that whatever number of peoples are died, that will be called as, that number of individuals died per capita, that will be called mortality. Mortality is also called death rate. Yamadand, we will call it death rate. Okay. Now suppose I have one population in the Tamil Nadu. Okay, Tamil Nadu, like I'm talking Vellore district. So in Vellore, suppose in a colony, total number of individual is 1000, right? After 1 year, after 1 year, 300 people were died in this population. So what will be death rate here, student? 300 by initial population 1000. So death rate here is 0.3. Death rate is 0.3. Fine or not? Means out of 10 individuals, 3 are died. Out of 1000 individuals, 300 people are died. Fine. Now there is a term, intrinsic growth rate. Intrinsic growth rate means we are also calling it rate of natural increase. Rate of natural increase means total number of birth minus total number of death. That is called R, rate of intrinsic increase or intrinsic growth rate. Fine or not? Now we have to understand one point, students, that if I have one given population, in that population whenever there will be immigration, I don't know how we pronunciate it, immigration, I for import, okay, that means new individuals are introduced in that population, and whenever new individuals introduced in the population size will increase. Then next term we have, that is called immigration, E for elephant. Okay, migration means some peoples are leaving that population, so obviously immigration will increase, the individuals number will decrease. E for exit, I for entry. Okay, now I am taking one situation, student, try to understand it. I have a population of 100 individuals in, suppose, in suppose Mandya district, in a particular village of Karnataka, total 100 individuals are present. Okay, if question is asking in that particular village total 3 kids they taken birth in 1 year. Okay, right, 3 kids taken birth in 1 year. Fine. And then 20 peoples they came from outside the village and they got settled there. And then due to any kind of disease, total 10 individuals, they died. Okay. And then 3 peoples they leave that population. So what will be population of the place after 1 year? Okay, I am considering initial population is NT, so NT is 100, right? After 1 year, NT plus 1, we have to observe it, we have to study it. 3 people they taken birth, B for birth, 20 people they came and settled in the village, I migration. Okay, 10 peoples they died, D for death, died, and 3 peoples they exit from that population, right? So what will be population after 1 year? NT plus 1. So very simple formula we have, NT plus 1 is equal to NT means 100 plus birth plus immigration, total 23 peoples, isn't it or not? Okay, minus death, 10 death, and exit 3, 13, isn't it or not, students? So how much is remaining? Total 10, isn't it or not? 100 plus 10, the population became 110. After 1 year, that area population became 110. I hope this point is clear to you all. Okay, fine. So this is what, and this is how we calculate numbers of individuals in the population. Fine. Okay, now you see, this is NCERT graph I have taken it. You see here, if I have one population and that population have a particular density, the natality, birth will increase this population, plus it's given, immigration will increase this population, I for immigration. Okay, immigration is going to decrease this population, right? And mortality will, obviously it will decrease the population. Fine, hope this point is clear to you. Now we will see population growth form. If I am taking one situation, where population is increasing, right? If population is increasing and resources are unlimited, one axis if you will take population size and another axis you will take time, and if resources are limited, then it is observed that we used to get J shaped growth curve. The population growth, it will be like this. Starting, the population growth will be slow, and then suddenly, because of lot of resources, it will boom, population will start to grow, it will grow very 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 fast. So that's why we will get J shaped curve. But remember students, this J shaped curve, which is also called exponential growth, it will be possible only when the resources are unlimited. Fine or not? When resources are unlimited, you will get J shaped growth curve. Okay, now another thing, whenever whenever the resources are limited, then it is observed that slowly, at starting, the population growth will be slow, that is called lag phase. Then population growth will become very fast, that is called logarithmic phase. And a time will come, that population will stop growing, this is called asymptote. Okay, see, in every ecosystem, practically you will see in no ecosystem resources is unlimited for uh, infinite time, right or not? So in exponential growth curve also, starting phase is the lag phase, right? And then this is logarithmic phase, and after that, next phase will come, that is crash phase, where population will suddenly start to decline, crash phase. But here, if starting, when the resources are limited, starting population growth will be slow, then it will boom, and a point will come, the resources, because limited, and the population will touch the carrying capacity of that ecosystem. Carrying capacity means ability of an ecosystem to accommodate the organisms. So if that ability they will touch, so after that there will be no growth, there will be no growth there, and it will reach to the asymptote phase. Fine, we are also calling it S shaped growth curve. Okay, so our exponential growth curve have three phases: lag phase, log phase, crash phase. Here, lag phase, log phase, stationary phase, or asymptote phase. Hope my point is clear to you, right? Hope my point is clear to you, students. Now, when we dig this point further, so it is observed that wherever we have exponential growth, okay, which is indicated by graph A here, I am taking suppose dn, population density at time t, population density at time t. Okay, and dt mean, change in time. So dn by dt is equal to change in population density with respect to time is equal to Rn. See, this n, is the initial population density. This n is initial population density. Okay, fine. And R is birth minus death. R means birth minus death, rate of natural increase. Why not? This formula is right, when resources are unlimited. But if resources are limited, carrying capacity, once the graph will reach, the population growth curve will reach the carrying capacity, then we will get sigmoid curve. And here student, we have another formula. Change in population density is equal to Rn into K minus n by K. K minus n by K. What is K? K is carrying capacity here. Fine. K is carrying capacity. Carrying capacity of habitat is maximum number of individual in a population that can be supported at the given time. Fine or not? So this is what two formula. Obviously we will derive this formula and we will use it. But before going there, try to understand it. We will considering somewhere any population of the human, the human population can divide into three parts. One, those who are in the pre-reproductive phase, like those who are 0 to 15 years. After 15 year only anyone marry. Then 15 to 45 years, this is the reproductive phase. Generally human reproduce between 15 to 45. And then we have post reproductive phase. Post reproductive phase means 45 to 70, 80 or something. 80 I am considering. This is post reproductive phase. People will not observe. If I am considering this three type of population pyramid is also possible. One pyramid is the population of, is the pyramid of expanding population. In this pyramid of expanding population, the pre-reproductive phase individuals number is high. Those who are in the pre-reproductive phase, in future they only, they replace reproductive phase individual. So reproductive phase individual, number is comparatively lesser, and post reproductive phase individuals, their number is obviously it will be smallest, they are dying. So this the kind of population pyramid where base is broad. So this population will grow in future, like our Indian population, Pakistan population, Bangladesh population, it's growing very fast. Fine. Then next type of population, is stable population. Okay, in this stable population, students, like it will be seen in the country like USA and all, the individuals in which are in the pre-reproductive phase and reproductive phase is almost same. Why, students? Because see, those who are in the pre-reproductive phase, in future they are going into the post-reproductive phase, and if their number is almost equal, that means in that population health facilities are good, the death rate is comparatively lesser. Okay, if number of individual in post reproductive phase is 2 and pre-reproductive phase will do, this population will grow in future? No, it won't grow. Actually, it's stable population. Fine or not? Next type of population is declining population, where number of individual in pre-reproductive phase is lesser as compared to reproductive phase. So this population in future, it will decline. As for example, Norway population, as for example our Japan population, as for example our Korea population, people are not interested in reproduce, so population is going to decline in this future. Bro, create some love in their heart so they can marry and they can reproduce. Okay, fine. Now I'll take some questions. Yes, I'll take some question. 1 second, give me please. Let's see the question. Yes. When does, question is what, when does the growth rate of the population of the following logistic model is equal to 0? So when we are taking logistic growth curve, we'll get S-shaped growth curve. So when growth rate is 0, obviously here growth rate is 0, and here on this point, the population density will reach to carrying capacity, K for carrying capacity. So N and K is exactly 1, no. N nears to the carrying capacity of habitat. Okay, next, N by K equals to 0 when death rate is greater than the birth rate. The answer will be this one, students. Answer will be this one, when the N is near the carrying capacity. Fine or not? So when is N is equal to carrying capacity, this population will not increase in future. Next question. Asymptote in the logistic growth curve is obtained. Asymptote means zero growth. So it will be observed when K is equal to, and population density reach to the extent, after that, the ecosystem cannot carry it. Okay, fine. Then next one more question, student. We have a pond, and that pond, total 400 lotus plants, last year they were actually. Okay, 16 new lotus plants were added. Taking the current population 416, calculate the birth rate. Very simple. How many total new plants came? 16. Initial population was 400. So what will be, the birth rate here? Okay, fine. 0.04 is answer. Per individual 0.04. So this is birth rate. Hope my points are clear to you. We'll go to next question. This is 0.04 offspring per year. Last question I'm taking. We have two population, we have two population. A country with high rate of the population, country with high rate of population. Okay, fine. I'll try it like this only. A country with high rate of the population growth took measure to reduce it. We have a population, whose we have a area, we have a country whose population, is growing very fast, and they have to reduce it. Okay, so figure is showing their, age sex pyramid, right? Now, what is right about this age sex pyramid? We have to understand it. Okay, fine. 1 second. See, this is one population, this is another population. You see, in this population B, number of individuals who are in pre-reproductive phase is higher than those who are in the reproductive phase, right? It is nearby 15. Okay, now in A, you see, in A, number of individuals who are in pre-reproductive phase, their number decline, you see. Yes or no? Number decline. So this age sex pyramid is saying, A is earlier pyramid, A is not earlier pyramid, B is earlier pyramid. After taking measures, it changes into A, the actually the birth rate was decreased. Okay, so no change, this cannot be answer. A is more recent, and so slight reduction in growth rate. Yeah, this is true, so second is right answer. So in this video we discussed different kind of growth curve, J-shaped growth curve, S-shaped growth curve of the population, age sex structure of population pyramid we saw, and then we saw what is birth rate, what is death rate, what is population density, what is what is formula for that. Remaining things we'll see in next video. Bye.